Have you ever felt this way? You imagine a great future for yourself. You dream of success so big it gives you goosebumps. You picture a better life, a better home, a better version of you. Your heart knows what you want. But when it's time to act, to move, to start, something inside you whispers, tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes next week, next month, next year. If you've ever felt ambitious in your mind but lazy in your actions, then this story is written for you. It may change the way you see your life forever. In a quiet village surrounded by endless green fields and tall whispering trees, there lived a young man named Emma. He was 25, strong, healthy, full of potential, and overflowing with big dreams. He often told his friends with pride, "One day, I will be the richest farmer in this village. My fields will shine golden with crops. People will come to me for advice. Everyone will respect me." And truly, the villagers admired Emma's ambition. They believed he had the spark to build a great life. But there was just one problem. Emma was lazy. While the sun rose each morning and other farmers rushed to their fields with tools and baskets, Emma stayed at home, stretching, yawning, and saying, "I'll start soon. There's plenty of time. I'll work later." Emma stayed in bed. When the men of the village worked under the scorching sun, bending their backs to sow the soil, Emma sat in the shade, talking endlessly about his dreams. When the women carried heavy pots of water from the well, balancing them with strength and patience, Emma only stretched his legs and said, "I'll do it later." He always carried big plans in his mouth, but no action in his hands. He loved imagining success, but he hated doing the hard, sweaty work that success demanded. One quiet evening, Emma's uncle, an old and wise farmer respected by the entire village, came to visit him. The uncle walked slowly to Emma's field and stood silently for a moment. The land was rich, fertile, full of potential, yet nothing grew there. Only dry soil and empty promises. He looked at Emma and said gently, "Emma, my son, why is your land empty? You speak of golden crops and overflowing harvests, but all I see is dust." Emma laughed casually and waved his hand. "Uncle, don't worry. I will start tomorrow. Tomorrow my field will be the best in the whole village. Just wait and see." The old man exhaled deeply. He had heard this tomorrow many times before, too many. So he decided it was time to teach Emma a lesson he would never forget. He reached into his pocket and took out 2 small cloth bags. Inside them were 2 different seeds. He placed them in Emma's hands and said, "These are not ordinary seeds. They are magic seeds." The uncle placed the 2 tiny bags in Emma's hands and said, "The first one is the ambition seed. If you plant it and water it every single day, it will grow into a magnificent tree, one that gives fruit, shade, stability, and wealth. The second one is the laziness seed. If you plant it, it will grow fast, very fast. But it will spread weeds across your whole field. It will choke your hard work, destroy your crops, and ruin everything else." He looked deeply into Emma's eyes and added, "Both seeds are in your hands. Your future, your field, your success, your life depends on which one you choose to care for." Emma stared at the 2 seeds. One symbolized ambition, success, and dreams coming true. The other symbolized laziness, excuses, and wasted potential. He smiled confidently and thought, "Obviously, I will plant the ambition seed. I want success. I want everything." But when the morning came, Emma felt tired. The sunrise painted the sky in golden colors, but Emma pulled his blanket over his head and whispered, "I'll plant it tomorrow." Tomorrow became the next day. The next day became the next week. Finally, out of boredom not discipline, Emma planted both seeds. He shrugged and said to himself, "Let's see what happens. I can always take care of them later." But later never came. Weeks passed. Emma forgot about the seeds completely. He spent his days sleeping under trees, gossiping with friends, walking around the village telling stories of how great his future would be. He dreamed of success, but he never worked for it. Then one day, out of curiosity, he walked to his field. And what he saw made his heart drop. The laziness seed had grown wildly. Its vines had spread across the field like a silent monster. Thick weeds covered every corner. They wrapped around the ambition plant, choking it, killing it before it could even grow. Emma's mouth opened, but no words came out. He stepped into the field, and his feet sank into the messy weeds that now owned the land. His ambition seed, a tiny dream, was barely visible, suffocating under the weight of the laziness he had ignored. Thick weeds covered the soil, spreading everywhere and choking the land. The laziness seed had taken over, wild and strong, while the ambition seed lay weak, tiny, and nearly dead because it had received no water, no care. Emma's dream was turning into a nightmare. When his uncle returned and saw the field, he said, "Emma, look at your land. This is your life. Ambition is like a small seed, it needs care, effort, and daily action. Without work, it dies. But laziness grows on its own. It spreads fast and destroys everything in its path. My son, you wanted to be great, but your laziness has already stolen your future." Emma fell to his knees, touching the dying ambition seed as tears filled his eyes. For the first time, he understood that dreams alone were never enough, only action keeps them alive. That night, he couldn't sleep. He thought about his wasted time, his empty promises, his lost opportunities. He whispered, "If I don't change now, laziness will own me forever." The next morning, before the sun even rose, Emma woke up and went to the field. He pulled out the weeds with his bare hands. It was hard work. His back hurt, his hands bled, but he didn't stop. Every day he returned, removing weeds and watering the ambition seed, caring for it with determination and discipline. Slowly, the seed began to grow just like Emma's new life. Slowly, the seed grew into a strong plant, and over the years it became a great tree that offered fruit, shade, and wealth. Emma changed too. He was no longer lazy, he became known in the village as the farmer who fought his laziness and won. Dear listener, Emma's story is not just about farming, it is about life. Each one of us carries two seeds within us, one of ambition and one of laziness. Ambition grows only when we feed it daily with effort, discipline, and action, while laziness grows on its own, destroying dreams in silence. So if you feel ambitious but find yourself slipping into laziness, remember Emma's field. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start today. Water your ambition and pull out the weeds of laziness, because the longer you wait, the faster your dreams will die. If this story inspired you or taught you something valuable, don't forget to like this video,